Hello everyone and welcome to the last top 6 match of the mystery tournament bracket. Find out who the last person to make it into the top 4 is. We have Vi and Mario on the winner's side and Worm waiting on loser's side for one of Chimp or Jamie. And I am joined here today by Vi. Hello.
Hello. I'm here too to commentate some mystery tournament, Harley's Humongous Adventure. What a name. Not a tie-in to anything, apparently. I would have definitely thought so, but nope.
I unmuted it for 2 seconds and I'm like, this is like the most 90s thing ever already.
It is so nice. Oh, you'll love it. But yeah. It's something. As far as I understand, I didn't fully understand what the game was about. I guess maybe it says in the pastebin actually. But yeah, you get shrunken down and you have to fight like bugs, and you go through like different rooms, but they're all massive in size because you're small. And you find like household objects to attack things with, like marbles and nails and other small objects like that.
I've realized, just very quickly, one very important thing, because I didn't do it before. I'm going to start the prediction now, but you'll only have 5 minutes, because I didn't do it beforehand.
Fair enough.
Go. Prediction up. Alright, so I'm already seeing some very odd platforming mechanics, but not much to write home about yet. It's like... Wait, does walking into the edge of a screwdriver hurt you?
Yes.
And like, there's all these like chemicals that look like they're gonna be painful, but then all of them have lids on them?
Yeah. So this first stage is just for you to get stocked up, actually. You just get 45 seconds to get as much as you can. Because one thing that's interesting about this game, the jetpack fuel doesn't carry over from stage to stage, but your weapons do. So Yeah, I actually game
Cool,
overed
okay.
once in this game, and that was really harsh because then you start the stage with nothing and no weapons, but usually you have the weapons you kept from the previous stage.
I,
So definitely
he just
something.
fell onto a fork. And the cans are opening on their own. Like, I think someone needs to check out this kitchen. There are flies vomiting everywhere.
Jamie rushing ahead really fast, actually skipping the checkpoint though. The bells are the checkpoints, and you have to jump on them to activate them. And now Jamie is gonna die
Oh
and go
no.
back to the beginning of the stage, or like the first checkpoint. Yeah, the first checkpoint. Skip the second checkpoint. So
they both
Jamie
just hit
taking
that
is
same
super
checkpoint there,
aggressive.
though.
Yeah.
So even with the super aggressive play, Jamie actually just pulling ahead anyway because he'll have seen more of the stage, is flying through it a little quicker, and also, yeah, got that, they ended up at the same checkpoint at the same time there because Chimp took the early death and Jamie's just flying through.
Thing is, I don't know how long this is going to work out for Jamie because this game is actually pretty tough on enemies. Also, dying a lot will lead to game overs, and you only have 3 lives and 1 continue, and after that you have to enter a level select code, which takes some time. It's actually pretty complicated level select code. It's like all buttons on the SNES controller in some order, basically. Like something like BAYX LR select left, right, up, down, or something like that.
Alright, well, Jamie getting through the stage slightly ahead of Chimp there, though.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Jamie...
Okay,
it
you
does go
do
back
drive
for
the
the
tank. Okay.
Yes. The tank is actually required.
What happens if you don't have it here? Do you just...
You'll see in a second. So these walls, they are only destructible with the tank attack. They're not destructible with your normal weapons. And we got an auto scroller here. Nobody's going to really be making any progress here unless somebody dies, which is possible.
Oh, you can aim up as well, we're learning. Okay.
Yeah. You can do that with the normal weapons too. There's a bunch of different weapons, and they all have different behaviors.
Yeah, I feel like it's worth saying, you mentioned the weapons earlier and like picking up the fuel for the weapons and everything. I don't think we've seen either of them fire a single weapon yet.
Yeah, they are just running through this. I wonder if that's going to work out for them long term, but it might. Maybe it is possible to just run through these. But you do only have 6 hits at the enemy. There's a lot of enemies, and the enemy placement can be a little bit rough. So I don't currently, I want to say I don't believe in this no hitting enemies, just try to dodge them over and over again strat, or just run through them and damage boost. I don't 100% believe in that right now, but it might be possible. I don't know. I didn't try it myself.
So. I'm not 100% sure. There was a jump earlier there where Jamie survived, and I'm not entirely sure how, unless you have like a double jump in this tank. But well, Jamie just like clipped up onto the edge or something, but it worked out. It hasn't died, neither of them taking a death on this stage yet. How long is this?
The tank, well, I mean, the first stage is about this long too, if you play it normally.
Jeez.
It is, I don't remember actually. I think there's not much after the tank segment of the stage. The stage is literally just this, basically. There's
yeah, no, that's fair. I figured it was mostly tank. It just was tank for a very long time.
This game also rewards... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Chimp is being very, very cautious by comparison. Like, kept stopping near the checkpoint there to not see any enemies.
Yeah. I think if this game had infinite lives, I would believe in Jamie's approach a little bit more. But... yeah. I'm not sure if I fully believe in it with you only having 6 attempts overall until you have to restart.
Oh?
Did Jamie even hit a checkpoint there? I didn't see. Nope. Still at the start of the stage.
Yeah. I know there was a checkpoint by that stage.
Chimp getting the invincibility power up here. So this game absolutely rewards you for exploration a little bit. You get health, and you can get over your starting health as well. So,
Oh,
well, the health is not going to save you from that. Neither is the invincibility. But, you can also find jetpack fuel if you saw them use the jetpack in the first stage in the first 45 seconds. You might have missed it, but you know, like,
yeah, flying around.
it was over pretty quickly. But yeah, the jetpack actually helps you a lot because there's a little bit of a Sonic thing going on where there's multiple pathways, and if you stay more towards the top, well, I'm not going to say it's faster, but you'll have an easier time, and you'll get like extra power-ups and stuff. And as well as the jetpack actually is, even just using it a little bit in jumping and then like tapping the jetpack gives you like some big horizontal distance that's faster than your normal speed that you can run or jump. So
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. The jetpack does also make you faster if you just and you can really there's a high skill ceiling with this jetpack, but we'll see if we can
if they ever get fuel.
I believe it is required in one later stage, but I don't remember fully.
Oh, so this bottom path is a way back up to get to...
Yeah.
Oh, not that.
I fell down a couple times too. Absolutely, the gate stage will require you to do those 1 pixel jumps there. Well, not 1 pixel, but one, you know, those very tiny platforms. You have to do this.
Oh.
If you fall, you have to go back up.
Oh. The long way around? Do you have to go the way that Chimp's going now?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, no.
Unless
See, I wouldn't want to... I wouldn't have wanted to fall down there. I would have assumed that was like a pit to a death.
Making some progress here. Has almost gone to the end. That was, for example, one of the weapons. The game auto-equips whatever weapon you pick up. Chimp opting to switch back to the nails, which is something I actually don't fully agree with. The marbles look like they're worse, but something that's nice about them is that they travel slowly and they bounce a little bit on the ground. And you can probably already see that with the enemies, your character moves pretty fast. It's pretty zoomed in, and the enemies can just like have like annoying patterns and just like suddenly appear in front of you. It has a little bit of that like 2D Sonic syndrome, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. And the nice thing about the marbles is that they move slowly ahead of you. They bounce on the ground, so they stay a little bit longer, which means that as soon as an enemy spawns, it'll already be dead, basically. You can just like pre-fire a marble every so often. And yeah. But I can see why you would opt for the nail. The nail is the most like straightforward. Just shoot.
Chimp with a pretty clear lead now, though, into the 3rd stage. I don't know. Is it really obvious when which stage the rat is back is? I didn't see the title card for the one that Chimp's on.
Yes, it is the 2nd boss.
Okay. There are still 2 boss fights for them to go, huh?
Correct. There's a total of 10 stages in this, basically. I think Chimp is on the 4th now. So, still a little bit to go.
Right.
Later stages to get a little bit more complicated.
Demo, you know what I mean. Intro 1.
Yes. Although that might not count. I'm not actually sure 100% right now. Alright, this dynamite weapon, in my opinion, is absolute trash.
It's not looked great from what I've seen.
I like the marble. There you can see they keep bouncing around. Even after firing them and hitting the ground.
That was a big fall for Chimp there.
Yeah.
The jump
Something
pose is
real-
pretty incredible, actually. Yeah. Sorry, just responding to Kyle in chat there. Like the jump pose is amazing. It looks like he's reaching out to
Yeah.
try and grab something.
Yeah.
Romeo, Romeo.
Yeah. That is what that looks like. It's pretty funny. All right, Chimp making it through to the no. There's this is the first boss. There you go.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at this schnoz.
It is a rat. I think.
I can't believe the size of this guy's schnoz. It's so huge.
Dropping 10-gram weights on you.
Yup.
Okay, if the dynamite does decent damage though, here's where that will come in. But yeah, Chimp falls.
The death there.
Jamie, meanwhile, is this the start of the stage? Did Jamie take a death and have to level select in? He only got
I'm
one
not
life
sure.
though,
It's
so probably not.
confusing. Some of these stages can be a little bit maze-like. At some points, so the first two stages are pretty clear. You get to the furthest point to the right of the stage, or the first point up, or whatever. And there's usually a pretty clear path, but that does stop happening eventually, and there will be stages where you have to explore a little bit and hope that you're on the right path.
I think Jamie's backtracking quite a bit here. It looks like.
I did get kind of lost in the stage too, not as much as Jamie, but a little bit. I think Jamie's on the right path now.
Well,
Oh, has a
meanwhile,
little bit of jetpack fuel.
Chimp on the first continue.
Yeah, that boss is giving Chimp a little bit of trouble. I didn't have as much trouble with it, so
Ooh, rough
some
death for Jamie there.
chances.
Actually, maybe a
Absolutely, yeah.
good death. Maybe getting... No, back to the checkpoint.
Oh, so this
so
is just
it
where
doesn't
that
help.
is. Okay. Yeah, no, this is definitely not the right way. I think you have. I think we saw on Chimp's side that you have to go up more so than right. So find any opportunity to take a platform that takes you further up, like this one. Yikes. Oh, Jamie having a lot of trouble with the enemies, but I had a similar experience. It's hard to hit them. They have annoying patterns. They're small. It's really hard to hit small things on the ground in this game because you can't like duck and shoot or anything like that, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, did Chimp beat the boss?
There
I couldn't
you
even
go.
tell that the boss was taking damage, but... What the... Jamie just clipped through a...
That's a secret, I think. Oh, and now
All right.
Jamie is going to move on to the boss. Chimp a full stage ahead here, but the boss could be over quickly. And this is actually the stage that the Paceman has some notes about.
Oh?
Or a note. Alright, is Chimp
In
gonna figure
Ride a
out
Big
what
Bubble,
to
you
do
do not
here?
need to do anything under the sink. You need to climb up the opposite side.
Is Chimp gonna figure this out? This is my least favorite stage by far that Chimp is on. You'll see. You'll all see the pain that I had to suffer and that these players are gonna
It's
have to
called
suffer too.
Ride a Big Bubble.
Yeah.
I can only assume you're meant to use the bubbles somehow.
Okay, Chimp figuring something out here.
Oh my god.
Don't give up on it too fast, Chimp. There might be more to it. There you go. If you do that for long enough, it'll spawn a big bubble. It's supposed to be a bar of soap, I guess.
Yeah.
And now this part is horrible.
Yeah, this looks bad.
One hit from those bubbles will immediately send you all the way back down. And you cannot shoot either, like Chimp just demonstrated, because that will also pop your bubble as well. So you just have to dodge, and like I said, zoomed in really far. Especially at the top of the screen. Look how little of the top of the screen you can see. If there's a bubble there, you're just done. Like, oh, Chip.
Ooh.
Woo! Jamie had to enter the level select code there, it seems.
Did Jamie beat the boss? I missed that.
Did he?
I don't know.
I thought he died on the boss. I'm gonna confirm that real quick on the VOD.
He might be realizing that now and... No? Okay, never mind. He's carrying on at least, but we'll find out. We'll check afterwards, and if it matters, we'll send him back.
Oh,
to
no. Yeah,
boss.
he game overed on this stage. He game overed on this stage.
Cool.
I was just.
I missed him getting through that boss fight then. He got through that really quickly. Damn.
Yeah. Chimp making it all the way to the top here, which is all you really have to do. This is where I discovered that you can shoot up. Which I didn't know before.
Jamie? That was impressive. Jamie managed to get hit by one of the enemies while landing inside the bubble, and, like, died by clipping into the bottom of the stage, it looked like.
That's pretty wacky.
So Chimp, meanwhile, is flying around a library?
Yeah. We'll see how he makes use of the jet fuel that the game gives you at the start of the stage. It isn't a lot, but you can kind of accomplish quite a bit by just jumping and then tapping a little bit. It's, you know, like a little bit like in Sonic games sometimes with the mech characters.
Oh, Jesus. You flew on that. Oh. No. The jet takes you really, really far.
Yeah. It's really good, and it doesn't consume a lot, but you also don't get a lot of the fuel. They are...
Yeah, like, I was expecting, like, a DK64 kind of jet, and actually it's... useful.
Yeah, no, you want to use this for the occasional sequence break, for the occasional easier platforming, for the occasional slight speed boost through a section. Yeah, no, you don't want to use it.
Oh, Jamie makes it.
Yes! There you go. It took me quite a bit. I think both of these runners doing that way faster than I did. I had a lot of trouble on the bubble stage.
And there's a death, but hit the checkpoint at the top, so won't be too costly. What are these things that Chimp is floating on? Are they meant to be like erasers?
I think so?
Why are they flying?
Jamie here having the problem of no longer having any weapons. By the way, which, you know, at the start of the stage, when he used the level select code, he had no weapons, and in the last stage, he also used up all the weapons he was given there. So he's going to be having to use these hula hoops here, which aren't the worst, but doesn't have a lot to choose from. Gets the jet fuel, using a lot of it pretty quickly. Ah, these enemies. I hate them. They're like staplers or something.
Yeah? Are those supposed to be like rubber bands that you fire? That like just bounce 1,000 times apparently?
Oh yeah, that's probably what those are. I was really confused as to what they were supposed to be.
I thought it was either that or like paper clips, but I think rubber bands.
Going through the stage with some lamps. That seems like the workroom or something.
I guess the shining tip of the pencil there is damage point.
Yeah.
Has a
Just like
hitbox
the
to it.
screwdriver at the start. Or whatever that was. Getting some more jet fuel here on Chimp's side. I'm very curious as to how effectively they'll be able to make use of this in some of these more complicated stages. Because I do know that there's a couple of points here where you can kind of skip a little bit of a level, like right there. Not a whole lot, but a little bit.
Oh?
Oh, here's some nonsense, by the way. The invincibility does not protect you from stage hazards. Only from enemies.
Cool.
I died to that.
Oh no.
Chimp on a little bit of low health here as Jamie makes his way up as well.
Alright, you can't push over the pencils apparently. Chimp did try.
Yeah, these jumps are kind of tough, but you can easily make them with just one little tap of your jetpack if you are on low health. That's what I discovered.
These are meant to be like bugs attacking you or something, right?
I think so, yes.
So what on earth is that pink bug that just splits into two parts when you hit it?
I don't know. The sizes of stuff don't make a whole lot of sense either, right? Like a nail, and then these pencils and the erasers, but like, I don't know, the bugs, something's wrong here. The bolts, I feel, should be bigger.
Checkpoint for Chimp. That is going to be a big one. Oh no!
Does immediately die, but has 3 lives, so it's not that bad.
Gain 1 heart, lose half. Seems worth.
These tacks here with a similar property where they bounce around a little bit and fend off enemies that are walking towards you. Not as good as the marbles IMO, but...
Oh. The binder catching Jamie there.
Oh, that's what that is. I got so confused with some of these objects, but it makes perfect sense now that you say that. It's like a... Yeah, that makes sense. Jamie's still playing this so aggressively, but at least makes it through this stage, which I think was the
same stage one. Now, but different ends of it, yeah.
Yeah. Chimp is about to be done.
What did Chimp just pick up?
A parachute.
A parachute?
I wonder if that's actually good to pick up. If you just have enough health, you might just want to jump.
Fair. I guess you don't know how far it's gonna go, but...
Yeah. And maybe there's like some sort of fall damage, but I don't think there is. If you're at the left
and you need to land on the right. Yeah.
If you're on the even with the parachute, if you're on the left side of the screen, I don't know if you're making it over. Because it's just so zoomed in. It's the biggest sin of this game, IMO.
And now we have, sorry, quote unquote, block land.
Yeah.
Yes, block land. These unnamed, unlicensed blocks.
Man, I wish I could build floating Lego structures.
Just attach them to the wall and...
Oh yeah, that is true. They could be attached to the wall. The wall does some... Yeah, the wall, it does scroll in like parallax, so it seems like it's far away, but maybe that's just an illusion.
They definitely had something attached to the wall earlier, because the bar of soap that you had to push was attached to like a soap holder on the wall.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Chimp playing very aggressively now all of a sudden, and down to half a heart as a result.
Yeah. The game does occasionally give you health, but not enough to just run into everything and damage boost. You do have to do a little bit of the work yourself. Getting some more marbles there. Immediately switches. Oh, switches back to them.
Oh, Jamie back to the title screen and having to get that level select code again, which takes a while.
Again, also spawns you with nothing. So you can see a little X up there. Now has the 10 rubber bands, but well, the game does give you some weapons, of course, but maybe not the weapon type you prefer.
They don't seem bad though. They, at the very least, have a pretty good aim to them, and even if you like miss, then you've got some kind of safety net with the recoil. You know what I mean? Not recoil, like the rebound.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamie nearly. So Jamie nearly cut through a corner of a platform there with the fuel.
Yeah.
And then I think it just ran out at the last second. But he nearly just went straight through the, like, the corner between... Yeah, there we go. So you can't go up through the horizontal platforms, but you can go through the diagonals.
Wow, Chimp's instincts are just so good. It's just incredible how Chimp figured. Like, this stage is so confusing and there's so many dead ends, but he just flew through it. He just knew where to go. I don't know how he does it. And is on the final boss fight now.
Oh no, Jamie. Ran out of the fuel and then ended up losing track of where he was going as a result, and has dropped down a fair bit here.
The rat is back. You've cut off
With
its
a
legs, so now it has
pogo.
a spring. It's it's a little bit gruesome, I feel like.
Yeah, the like claymation in this is odd. I don't dislike it, but it's weird.
The easiest way I found of defeating this boss is when he turns around on the first jump, just get behind him. You can't attack him from behind. And he does not attack that behind him, so this one was actually way easier than the first boss for me. And no, we're not done.
Cannot tell how much health the boss has. And Chimp gets clipped by a saw.
Yikes.
That I also
The
assume
boss...
are not actually saws. I have no idea what they're meant to be.
Oh. Sure, I guess that it would be something different. Chip kind of discovering now that it's probably better to stay behind him as much as possible, I think.
Running ahead again here.
Using the dynamite.
I think Chimp is like ducking under when he gets the opportunity to, but he's not like actively looking for the opportunities.
And that's the end.
Was that it? That was it?
Yep.
Alright. Jet
Wow.
like the wind. Yeah, so...
I'm so impressed. That is ridiculous.
30 minutes, 17 seconds on his end there for Chimp to finish.
Jamie game overing.
And I would not be at all surprised if that means Jamie is done. So we'll find out if they want to come in and chat now. They yeah, did not. They want to just move on, get rid of their memory of that game entirely. Neither of them enjoying that one apparently.
Yeah.
So, uh, I gotta be honest. I'm a little more excited for this one. This is uh, let's get them set up before I get talking. So
I want to make you excited for this even more. This game has some incredible, and I'm not joking when I say this, dynamic music.
I wow, surprising given it's a it's an itch.io like puzzle game. Um, I'm excited to see how this one goes. I'm very excited on this one.
It's certainly something. I did enjoy it. I was it's good. The only problem I would say is that it was over too quickly. It is definitely it, it's I think it says that it was made during like a game jam or something, right? So there was like a limited time for them to make the game.
That makes
Is-
sense. That makes a ton of sense.
And it does feel like they ran out of time to fully explore some of the puzzle ideas, but it's very well made. IMO. I would say that. So I'm excited.
I put the race through in the old one, but I'm not sure they'll have seen it, so I'm just gonna resend it just in case. And I'm also gonna. Oh, okay. Well, they're setting up, so I assume they've seen it. And I'm also gonna take the opportunity quickly to restart some, refresh some streams just to keep them up. Which means we'll get adverts because yay, fuck Twitch. Things I probably shouldn't say while streaming on Twitch, but you know, there we go.
It's fine. You just need to get Twitch Turbo to turn off advertising.
Ah. I don't think I'm even logged in on my OBS one. Or maybe I am.
Oh, yeah, I mean, probably not.
I was gonna say maybe I am because I've subbed to Jamie and I didn't get an ad on his end, so maybe I am signed in. I don't know. So yeah, Pippin is that? I'm assuming that's meant to be typing, but
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the title of this game. It's such a weird, like, radical title, but it has nothing to do with what the game is actually like. It completely clashes. But hey, that's that's just how it goes, I guess.
yeah, like again, made in a weekend. I'm not gonna question it too much. Um, Assuming it is just like a weekend game jam kind of thing. If it's something that's been fleshed out after that, or whatever, like the name's already set in stone, whatever, you can't do much with it. Um, I'm excited to see how the game actually plays because, from what I can gather, this is like almost puzzly but platformery, but I don't know. This kind of feels like the kind of game I would like.
Yeah. I do have the itch.io page up again here, by the way. Game made for Jackpot Jam. All assets, including sounds, music, and code, made by me from scratch since the start of the jam. That's pretty cool. So this is
Wow.
legitimately like a one-person effort.
Holy. That's impressive.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know what the jackpot jam is. I guess I can take this time while they're setting up to just.
Most game jams are like a weekend. But I guess it could be like a week-long one or something.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm just having to do a little bit of rearranging.
Do neither of them have their, or does the person you're taking the audio from not have the audio up yet? Or
I heard a sound effect earlier, but
oh, okay,
it's
the title
on?
screen might just not have
Yeah.
might just not have music. I definitely want the viewers to be able to experience the soundtrack because it was pretty incredible, and now I learned why. I guess because the person made it themselves. And that's why I guess that's why the dynamic music. I feel like he couldn't make dynamic music with royalty free stuff off the internet, really. So
Yeah, no. If they're at the point where they're making all of the assets in terms of like visuals, audio, the whole game code and everything, that is some talent right there. Like
yeah, and none of it
I
felt bad or janky or unfinished or anything. It
like
was incredible.
I've got to say, like, having done some game design stuff on my own in the past and whatever, graphics are like rough to do. You can do a bit with sprite based, but like they're pretty rough anyways and time consuming. The game code is a nightmare to debug. And then audio, I'm just like, if you're at the point where you're making all of that and able to do the audio as well, like, that is incredible. Alright. So, some basic box stacking, cool. Oh, straight into the water.
Game teaching you the basic kick mechanic here. Okay, we're going through some water here. So the point is that you cannot have your pizza get soggy. That will result
You have to
in an
put
immediate
down the
death.
pizza.
Yes.
Right.
And then you have to make a path through which you can carry it. You hear how that electric guitar comes in sometimes? That's when you go into one of those, like, into the water. There's like a zone around it, right? There's a lot of those zones in the game, and once you get into one or close to one, the music will change.
I feel like they're both trying the same thing here, where they're both like stacking the box and trying to jump that. Oh wow, Jamie, yep, Jamie getting it.
That's an intelligent solution. That's not the one I found.
That is clever though. S.
Oh.
What? Ah. So S is like you create an aura around you or something?
Yeah. The idea, I think, is that it's heat. So
yeah, so you melt the ice there, but then that becomes water, so you need to turn it off to walk across the frozen blocks. That you turn it from like winter to summer?
I just find this so incredible because here's the thing. There's 3 acts, right? They each have a different song. So there's 3 songs that each have 2 versions. Like, how do you do that in the span of a weekend? Or whatever it is. I don't know.
That
Maybe
is...
it's a week, but...
Yeah, no, this is very, very impressive. Does that aura come from the pizza, not the character?
It comes from the pizza, yes.
Huh. Oh, Chimp got through it and I didn't even see. I was so hung up on Jamie's end that I just, like, completely missed Chimp just solving it. Cannot kick your pizza.
Interestingly enough, there is an in-game timer, so I will be able to compare my time at the end, because I did beat the game. So I will know whether I would have beaten either of them in this game. I did feel like I was stuck for a long time, occasionally, so...
Oh.
That's not bad.
You get frozen, I guess, yep.
I never saw that, that's hilarious.
I feel like I like the way they were going about this. Oh, wow, that worked.
Chimp finding the solution I found, where you put the pizza in such a place that the leaves do turn into dead branches so you can pass through them, by putting it on top of the box so it's far away from the ice blocks.
Okay, so the solution I was looking at earlier was Chimp put it on the platform below, jumped halfway across, and then couldn't get any further.
Yeah.
And I kind of wondered, like, kicked the box onto the left side, but couldn't go any further with it. And I was kind of wondering if you could then do the same again by moving the pizza further left afterwards to...
Alright. This stage is a little bit more complicated. We have two buttons. They both do the same thing, which is open the first metal door, but close the second metal door.
And now Jamie is locked because that switch... sorry, Chimp is locked there because that switch at the top...
That's pressed forever now.
Be unpressed, yeah.
Exactly.
So you need to use the block to hit the lower one, which shouldn't be bad to do.
I think this is where things get really interesting. Let's see. So Chimp discovering, yes, okay. It's making some progress. Now is here with the pizza. Now the problem is that button doesn't do anything. You have to now somehow unpress the button, right? Or either have no buttons pressed.
While you're between the two doors.
Exactly. And Chimp actually finding the solution here pretty quickly. Just have to put the pizza on the top one, kick the box away, and now you have access to your pizza. Oh.
And you can loop back round between the doors, yeah.
He has the solution, he doesn't realize it. Oh, no, he restarts! No! You had it, Chimp! Oh no, that is so sad.
And Jamie kicks the box across, so Jamie has just, like, immediately moved through this one now. Advances through to 1-5 as well, so they're both on the same stage. Right, I should update the scores. My bad. I should also do predictions. Ah. We're a little ways through it, but we can do another one. 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. The game's gonna be half done by that point, so
yeah.
Get them in quickly.
Chimp, you're almost there. You got it. You know what? Okay. I think he's just understood. Yes. Okay, now we can get the pizza. Just don't fall. Probably should have closed it, but that's not a problem. You can go up. Game designer was kind enough to not have you stuck there, and does manage to advance.
And Jamie tries to hit the switch, but yeah, seeing that the door is still shut. Oh no!
Look at this
Jamie's locked
character
himself.
animation stuff too. I'm so impressed that this is one person.
Yeah, this is
over a limited time.
Pretty incredible. Oh, that is not. I guess you could jump onto the. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. Pretty quick. Pretty quick.
Ooh,
Now
this
we have
stage is
conveyor
interesting.
belts.
I like this one. You have to put down the pizza box, and then it'll travel over.
To hit a
And-
switch, but then you...
There's a lever,
Oh.
which turns around the conveyor belt.
Oh no. I mean,
Not
that's...
too
Okay,
difficult.
fairly simple, just teaching you the mechanics. That is going to get difficult once the mechanics really kick in, I think.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like it was the right move, Chimp.
I love this stage so much.
Go down and explore first. You can't do anything up here. You've got to explore first.
Well,
Oh,
Chimp did
okay.
the right solution, though. That is all you have to do. It's pretty incredible. Now in Act 3, and this is where things can really take a turn for the worse. I was here at about 8 minutes as well. I left here at about 23. Despite the fact this is also just another act with 3 stages. However, I think Chimp understanding, wow. You know, for a guy who says he's not good at puzzle games.
I mean, that was a basic block puzzle. Like, one block pushes the other. That's not the worst. Oh, he left behind.
Finding out the crux of this puzzle, you can't jump up here. You need a box all the way on the other side.
So this is fine. You can break. Never mind. Yeah, you can't use this box anymore, right? This is just going to get stuck.
Yeah.
You need to be fast here. Oh my god. Unless you can set up this side first. Okay, you can set up this side first. Never mind. That's easy enough then. Because now Chimp can kick both boxes down and have the left one push the right one over the top. And you can use that as a platform, I guess? Okay, that still works. That's what you need to kick that other box down. Oh. Jamie's locks himself in a corner.
So, Chimp restarting. I'm sorry to say also that what you suggested does not work. A box does not push another box, even if the left box is on the conveyor belt.
Oh,
It's only
surprising! I figured the right, like the kind of lava cube would.
I understand, yeah.
Would get pushed by that if it gets pushed by the kick, but. Alright, so Jamie's
In the meantime,
through.
Jamie's caught up. Also something kind of buggy and interesting here. I feel like the box should fall into the water right now, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I
for
think
some
it was
reason.
meant to. It did now, at least.
So I will just
And you
reveal
can't
this.
go-
The only way to get a box across to the other side is if it's a wooden box and it's still ice, if that makes sense. Because then it'll slide. It'll keep the momentum from the left conveyor, slide over the ice, and go onto the right.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So you can't drop the box at the top until you get a wooden box through? Huh. At which point the question becomes, how do you get the box through? Which, this is it, right? Chimp can now kick this one over to the top,
Correct.
and then drop the left one. Okay.
Does need to set it up slightly differently because of the kick distances,
Yeah.
but has the solution figured out now, basically. Hopefully he understands that as well. There's a chance that he doesn't understand that he,
Yeah, that's a lot. So both of them are going to have a little bit of trouble with this one. Jamie's a little bit further behind in terms of, like, experimenting with the stage. But It's worth saying here, by the way, obviously, looking at the results, they were in the same group. The game that Jamie beat Chimp on, so Jamie didn't pick up a win. I think Drew won the one game Chimp didn't. But Chimp finished third, Jamie finished second. That was a puzzle game. And one of the games that Chimp won where Jamie came second was a puzzle game. They only got the two. The one that Chimp won and Jamie came second, actually the third game, Cat Trap. A lot of similarities here. It was a Game Boy puzzle platformer with a lot of like block pushing mechanics. I like
Chimp
the idea
having a
from
little
Chimp
bit of
there,
trouble.
but yeah. Oh, Jamie?
While Jamie figures it out. It
Oh no,
literally
but he's
just
already
has-
lowered the block. He's already lowered the block at the top.
Oh,
Oh no.
so they have different parts of the solution almost here.
Oh, Chimp might have made it.
I think so. I think you
Gonna
can just
see
kick
it?
it now, and then
And
it'll
that
slide
should-
across. There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay, so Chimp narrowly through first, but oh, Jamie lowered the block.
On to the final stage now. This is the last one in the whole
Oh,
game.
this is it?
Yeah.
Beat 3-3, yeah. Okay.
Is on pace to beat my time by a lot. I took over 20 minutes, but that's mostly because I forgot a mechanic. That just kicks
Okay.
the box across.
Slide one, jump the other. Don't
And-
know if that's it though. That
Turns out
feels-
that's not even
That is
necessary.
it?
Nope, that's the end of the game. There
Wow.
you go. Chimp wins in 14 minutes and 44 seconds.
Too late, arrive earlier than 6 minutes next time. Jesus. Alright, well, that was short. Alright, cool. Well, that was a quicker game than I was expecting, gotta be honest. Alright, well, Chimp, I guess we'll get them in.
Now we'll talk about how to beat
The stage.
Yeah.
Jamie's asking.
See if we can pull them in on that one.
I'm pretty scared of Chimp now.
Chimp, like, I mean... Honestly, I said it before.
Jamie! Oh no.
Oh no. I mean, I said it before, like, obviously, once we got to the bracket, honestly, I think anyone was able to kind of take anyone
Once
on
we
the
got to
right
the
games.
bracket,
Honestly, I think anyone... I got echo. Hello.
Hello, GG.
Dude, what on earth did you have to do there?
You are
Why are you so quiet? What the heck?
quiet. Yeah.
Am I quiet?
No,
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 Jamie.
Jamie is.
Dude, what on earth did you have to do there? I tried everything. The Switch did nothing, it seemed. I couldn't figure it out.
I didn't have a clue what that switch did. Like straight
Yeah,
away.
what's the
Switch-
point
I
of the
don't think it
Switch?
does.
Oh,
I
The
don't think
Switch
it does
was-
anything.
The switch opened the door at the end, right?
The
No, it
Switch
doesn't,
was
I think.
actively bad for you. I'm pretty sure the Switch there was what you used as part of opening the block at the top. And if you open the
No.
block at the top, you're trapped out.
No, opening the block at the top is exclusively just.
Was
Yeah,
it
just
just
the
the
heat.
heat and nothing
Block.
else? I thought it was
Yeah,
a
that
beat
was
as
it.
well. Okay.
Oh, was it a
know what
heat
you
block?
guys are
I don't
talking
have a
about.
clue what to talk. What to.
I have
talk.
absolutely no idea what you guys are talking about. I do not
so-
know what
Okay.
you're supposed to do.
All right.
So the
okay.
block at the top in the middle, you did
Uh-huh.
not want to lower. If you
Yeah,
Well,
lower
it
that,
Correct.
That was
if
bait.
you lower that, you reset.
Oh my god, that's such.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the
Why would you do
you
that?
needed to specifically put a block on the bottom whilst that middle block was ice, so it would go the whole way across. So that
Yeah.
middle one was like complete red herring, and the only block it could then be was the one at the start. So you had to sort of like kick that heat block to the left once to separate it from that other one,
Mhm.
and then kick the heat
Yeah,
block
get it on
all
the
the way
switch.
to the right
Okay.
to the switch, and then kick the
Okay.
other one normally to the left. Took me ages to work out.
That's garbage. First game, garbage. That puzzle, garbage. That first game robbed me so many times. So many times I was right at the end and I died with like one hit left.
Oh,
you
Or,
really?
like,
played
with
that
this,
super aggressively.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
of course I'm gonna play it aggressively. It's a race. What do you want me to do?
The problem was like playing aggressively was really really good at first, and then you hit a game over, and the like level select took so long to go through
Mhm.
that like it felt like a pretty big difference just on that alone.
But I mean, I stand, dude. Games like that, like the first one, are exactly why I stand by my extremely hot take that the Super Nintendo is the most overrated Nintendo console by far. By far.
I don't agree. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
As an
That-
RPG player, the SNES is amazing. If you're into platformers, hell no.
As
You're
somebody
I
who
am-
Mario
doesn't like
World
reading,
and stay away from everything else.
Yeah, I have
I
played
don't like
exactly
reading.
one SNES platformer I've enjoyed. So-
yeah, Yoshi's
and it was
Island.
Mario World. I haven't played
Oh,
Yoshi's
Yoshi's
Island,
Island's pretty good.
so that's probably in there as well. I've not actually played it.
Yeah,
Which
those
What do you
two are really
mean?
good, but
It
I
literally
know.
says on your stream layout.
I know, but
But yeah, that's my gaming hot take of the day. Other than that, GG's Chimp, you're a gamer. Good luck.
I'm just gonna
Dude,
say,
how? Sorry, go on. Bye.
I'm just gonna say, Chimp, on the last stage before the boss in the first game,
Oh, I fucking
made-
cheesed
you-
that so hard.
you made me so angry because you found the correct way to go immediately, but that stage is enormous and there are so many ways to go and most of them are dead ends.
Yeah,
But you just fucking gamer instincted your way to the fucking
as
goal
soon, as soon as I got
immediately.
that, as soon as I touched that goal, I was like, "Oh no, I've cheesed this so bad,
Yup.
haven't I?" I
You
couldn't
have
believe it.
no-
Because I knew it as soon as I saw those little fuel boxes underneath the water. I was like, right, I'm gonna take my time to go get those. I think I can probably, because the level was called like block castle, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm probably gonna have to get to the fucking top of this castle. I see
Yeah.
that fuel being quite useful. And then in my head, I was like, all right, let's just go up and right because that's normally you
Yeah.
need to go to the right? So let's just try that way. And then I just fucking zoomed all the way to the top, landed on that platform, saw the end. I was like, okay, yeah, this
Yeah.
was pretty good, wasn't it?
The problem is like if you go too far to the right and then go up, that's a dead end. And you
Nice.
can't go back left to the goal. So I don't know how I was just
This is
I
all-
don't know.
These are all levels that I never got to, by the way. So
Yeah.
everything you're talking, I'm just not listening to you right now because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Those games were garbage. Well, okay, the second game was fine. Not really a game I want to race. Chimp, please look at my stream layout. I want you to consider it very carefully. And that's
Hey,
all I really have to say.
I hate the fact that your stream layout has now become part of my stream layout as a result.
That was
and
the idea.
I
do-
despise it. I despise every second of this.
I saw, dude. I looked at my layout before I started. I saw the little Peter Griffin hiding at the top left, and I said, "Yoshi's gonna be pissed off at me for including that in her stream layout." And I'm like, "Okay, if I lose, I'm just gonna put Peter Griffin on my layout." It's my last revenge.
But
Anyway,
yeah.
I'm gonna stop stream now, so you guys don't have to look at that anymore.
Yeah.
This is great. I'm glad you lost. You deserved it.
If I won, I wouldn't have put it on your layout though.
I will say it's worth noting Chimp spent so long trash talking building up to this game that like You better be glad you won this.
Yeah.
Literally, the first thing I said in the race room was like, "Hey, I've trash talked you for ages. If you beat me, I fully deserve it." Just straight up.
Yeah. Gee, I sure wish that happened.
I
I
can't
sure
believe
wish
how
you could have been.
short. I'm really disappointed that second game was so small. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I expected when
Well,
it said 3-3, I was like, "Oh, these stages are gonna be huge." I didn't know what the game was, and then when I beat like level 1 in like 5 minutes, I was like, "Oh,
I
huh?"
I want to read a part of the itch.io page to you. Game made for Jackpot Jam. All as assets, including sounds, music, and code made by me from scratch since the start of the jam. So we don't know what the Jackpot Jam is, but we're assuming it's some sort of game jam kind of deal, you know?
Yeah,
So apparently this must be like over like the course of like a week or a weekend, and this person made like all of the game
makes
themselves,
sense.
including
Yeah.
art and music. And the music, I mean, there were 3 different tracks in the game, and they all had 2 versions. If you noticed when you got close to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
freaking
Yeah, I
beat,
noticed. Yeah,
yeah,
that was
the
the music was alright.
yeah, the
Music
guitar
music
kicked
was
in.
pretty
I thought
good.
it was cool, but I guess that didn't leave a whole lot of time for more advanced puzzle stage level designs or whatever. But yeah, I mean, for that, I think it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, no, I thought that game was really good.
Yeah.
Much better than Marvin's Mystery Mansion, whatever the fuck the first
Yeah.
game was.
Humongous adventure or something.
Whatever, I don't care.
For what it's worth, everything I found about that jam is like it took place over 2 months. So
Oh,
okay.
okay.
not quite a one weekend game jam, but still to make that entire game in the space of 2 months is pretty incredible.
Yeah,
Including
true.
all of the audio and all of the visuals and everything. Yeah, that was cool. I also wish there was more of it because I think that was a really interesting game.
Honestly, I set like this started an hour ago. I set myself up for like 2 hours, 3 hours tonight. I was like, "Yeah, this is gonna be fucking hype," and I'm really excited. And the first game was half an hour, and this one was 18 minutes. I was like, "Oh
Well,
shit!"
Okay,
well, then stop being so good at the games, so you
Hey,
finish
Right.
them slower.
if you lost, we would have had more time. You would have
I mean,
budgeted your time better.
that's what going up against fucking program beast Mario in that last
Yeah.
game happens to me.
It's
50-minute wild fucking bullshit
Dude,
code game.
why isn't
Yeah.
Mr. Mario like a rocket scientist or something? Why is he wasting his talents at everything on stupid
He's
random
only like
game tournaments?
12. He's got a few years yet.
That's all right. Yeah, he's still got to grow. You're right. You're
Yeah.
Wait,
right.
is he actually that young? Well, not 12, but
He's like
even though
20.
he's
he
like
is young.
20,
20, I
21.
think,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
He is a wee lad.
I see.
Anyway, that guy's going on to great things. I'm going back to playing Ocarina of Time. So I think I'll catch you guys around. I'm good to go.
Yeah, cheers. I will say,
Yeah.
so that
Cheers,
does,
Jamie.
at least on our end, lock up the top 4 of the tournament. So we've got Vi and Mario on winner's side, and Worm and Chimp on loser's side. Yeah, how do you feel about facing
that.
off with Worm? Yeah.
Yeah, like I've watched Worm play the past few. I mean, commentate the last one. I'm a little worried because I feel they play quite similar to me in terms of how they approach games. So it kind of I think it's just going to depend on the games exclusively. I don't think there's anything in it outside of what the games might be. And even then, I think we probably are around the same at those same games. So yeah, we'll see. I'm excited though. I've enjoyed this loads. I said to a friend before this, I really hope I win because I want to just play more games. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be good. Hopefully we can do that this week. And then I'll see Vile Mario and losers finals, but we'll see. I'm not gonna be as fucking bullshitty overconfident as to Worm as I was Jamie, because I know Jamie a bit more and I know he can take it.
Is it if you win the match against Worm, I think we're guaranteed to go up against each other at some point, right?
No,
Because
No.
no?
no,
Even I thought if I
Mario,
lose, then we
you
would
could
be
beat
in...
Mario and then Mario could beat me,
Yeah.
which means that I wouldn't face
Oh
you.
yeah. Okay.
Because that would be the finals, and there's no.
Well, I'm at this point I'm convinced that you're winning. So
No chance. No way. Like
Well,
if I get knocked down to losers, then it's I have no chance of
no,
being confident
well,
on winning the whole thing.
Well, okay. Hold up. Let me just say, I'm convinced that you'll win unless someone else lucks into rolling 2 3-dimensional puzzle games against you again.
I mean, I'm sure there's a few of them left. You know, that's what
Probably, but
itch.io is like 30% 3D puzzlers. So
I guess, but I feel like we haven't seen that many of them in the tournament. I feel like the majority of 3D puzzle games we've seen in the tournament were in that match between you two. So, you know.
couldn't have just been Super Princess Peach or something. That'd have been all right.
All right. Well,
Cool. With that then, I guess we can wrap things up here with our top 4 decided. I'll try and get those games going soon. There's only going to be a maximum of 4 games left and 5 games left in the whole tournament. All best of 3s. So yeah, I'm excited to see how that goes. See how it plays out. I am gonna raid. Okay, this is a really awkward raid for me. I want to raid Zeph because he's been learning a speedrun lately, and I would like supporting that kind of stuff. But also, I'm not gonna watch the game because it's Metroid Dread, and I still haven't played it. So,
Just fucking raid and immediately bounce.
so I'm gonna raid. I'm gonna say good luck, and I'm gonna fucking leave.
Nice. To be fair, that's what I do with most raids.
Fair, same actually. But yeah, go wish him luck. He's learning the speedrun route. Any percent route. He's been learning it for a few weeks now, I think. Getting on pretty well with it. And yeah, hopefully we'll have some matches scheduled pretty soon because yeah, we're closing in on the end of this. And worst case scenario, if nothing gets scheduled, then we can look at something for sometime this week, maybe, to try and get a casual group race of mystery games in.
Don't.
Have you scheduled with Mario yet, Vi?
Don't get too excited. I literally just went into Mario's DMs, so
Perfect.
That's fine. That can turn around quickly. Could be like right tomorrow.
Yeah, we can have more matches. That's fine. All right, go wish Zeph the best of luck. GG's again, Chimp. Congrats.
Thanks
and
for the restream.
we'll catch everyone soon.
Bye.